Good afternoon. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you all for joining us for this special event. My name is Jessica Durbin. I am a member of the class of 1998, a current member of the Board of Trustees, and I'm here this evening in my capacity as the chair of the Trustees Subcommittee of the Centennial Steering Committee. Our committee was charged with commissioning an original work of art to celebrate the college's centennial year. No small task. The committee had 5 members. Our board chair, Mary Ives. Is Mary here? No. Jacqueline Sebastian. Jackie, can you raise your hand? Sister Mary Susan DeWitt. Here. Thank you. Sister Mary Catherine Chambord, and myself. We also had many de facto committee members, Bob Aschenmacher, Dr. Larry McGahey, Lisa Rosette, Heidi Johnson, Tom Brecky, and many, many others. Our committee had its first meeting in November of 2009, so we've been working on this for quite some time. The process was essentially that we identified various prospects. We solicited resumes and portfolios from the artists we were interested in. All of them responded with very beautiful portfolios. We went through a review process and selected 4 finalists who all came to campus, walked the grounds, met with the subcommittee, spent a lot of time doing research, and then they went off and created maquettes, little models of the sculptures that they planned to present. Then they came on campus and we had all 4 of them give presentations to the full steering committee. They presented their maquettes and gave sort of an explanation of what their inspiration was and the message they hoped to convey with the piece. We had 4 very, very good presentations. We were very blessed to have such gifted artists willing to participate in the process. We ultimately selected Sarah Balbin, who's here tonight, who created for us a striking spiritual work of art. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the subcommittee members for their commitment, for their energy, for their vision, and for the many, many hours of work they spent on this project. It was an honor and a pleasure to serve with them. I would like to also thank the artist, Sarah Balbin, for her creativity, her passion, and the fact that she really took the time to learn about the college and to make something really special to celebrate this important milestone. So, without further ado, we will introduce to you Wisdom Heralding Peace. Isn't it pretty? So now I would like to introduce to you our artist, Miss Sarah Balbin, who I have to say was a pleasure to work with. Sarah is the creative energy behind this sculpture. Her artistic journey is deeply rooted in her Cuban-born heritage. Her school days in Chicago broadened her cultural awareness and artistic hunger. As a youth, with the loving support of her parents, while other children frolicked on the playgrounds, Sarah found an inspirational sanctuary within the Art Institute of Chicago. Her formal education was completed at the University of Wisconsin-Superior, receiving a Bachelor of Fine Arts and Master's in Art Therapy degrees. To this day, she explores many artistic avenues in the naturally inspirational setting of the Chequamegon National Forest area of northwestern Wisconsin. Since her first life-size oil painting commission at the age of 15, she has worked tirelessly, developing a broad spectrum of artistic skills, earning a living as a studio artist at her home-based Dragonfly studio. Her extensive resume of public and private sculpture and painting commissions, notable exhibits, national and regional grants and awards are a testament to her lifelong pursuit of the arts. Painter, metal sculptor, artistic mentor, advocate, mother of two, loving spouse, and most recently author are only a few of the words that describe her creative persona. Please help me in welcoming Sarah Baldwin.
Thank you. I am so humbled. It has been an amazing journey. Jessica, thank you for that wonderful introduction. I'm often asked how I chose to become an artist. My response is always, the arts chose me. I did not choose the arts. Certainly, I made a choice to follow a creative path. And with my parents' encouragement, the journey began. But a passion for the arts, desire to create, and ability to visualize was in my being from birth. As an artist, I find myself choreographing the many things from the start to finish. The seed of the creative process is an idea that germinates to maturity. The idea matures by conversation, which further stimulates the conceptual visualization. The conversation becomes a line drawing. That line drawing is actually the blueprint for the finished piece, which leads to a scale model that is used throughout the physically demanding fabricating process. These are all important steps as over time, the idea matures into full-scale reality. And now another step unfolds as I am honored to engage you here at the College of St. Scholastica at this very, very special moment, the centennial celebration. In the creative process and in this sculpture unveiling today. But the unveiling is not the end. The cycle will begin again as the ideas generated today by your viewing the sculpture will become new conversations that will propagate more creativity. There's a great amount of trust and teamwork always when one creates a public sculpture that is required. The trust placed in my ability to create by the sculpture committee and their teamwork in shaping the concept from the original idea has been absolutely essential. The trust that I placed in my technically skilled fabrication partners who under my guidance worked as a team, navigating through the building of the sculpture was another important element. There is trust placed in this creation by the donors and patrons of the college whose financial teamwork supported the installation. And all, well over 65 people trusted my ability to create Wisdom Heralding Peace, to make it a reality. I want to make it very clear that while I am honored to be the artist chosen for the centennial installation, much credit is due to my trusted team that allowed us to be here today. Well, there is a basic outline of how a creative idea becomes a reality. There is no predictable path that guarantees success. During the process, the team repeatedly problem-solved, turning challenges into opportunity, and opportunity into art, you see here today. Most rewarding to me as an artist is that while this sculpture was created for the College of St. Scholastica's centennial, it will survive all of our existence and continue to inspire for another 100 years and beyond. In conclusion, I wish to thank the College of St. Scholastica for presenting me with this creative opportunity. Thanks also to the Sculpture Committee, chaired by my new friend Jessica Durbin, for their input, encouragement, and trust. Thank you to the Benedictine sisters for their spiritual inspiration and prayers throughout the process. I extend my sincere appreciation to my technical partners, especially the skilled professionals at Northland Stainless in Tomahawk, Wisconsin. And thanks to my friends and family, especially my husband, Gary, who has helped me bring my idea to reality. And thank you, all of you, for joining the centennial celebration of the Unveiling of Wisdom, Heralding Peace in the Benedictine Commons of the New Science Center. Thank you.
Thank you, and now we'll have just a few words from our president, Dr. Larry Goodwin.
Good afternoon, Saints. Welcome home for those of you who are coming home. Happy birthday. Not a bad birthday present to start us off. So one of the ideals that we set for ourselves for the centennial celebration was to have something artistic created for the occasion and something that would last. It could have been a piece of music, it could have been a painting, but the Benedictines preserved Western culture for centuries, and so something artistic and cultural seemed appropriate for our centennial. I think wisdom heralding peace is a good response to our request, and I want to thank Sarah and I want to thank Jessica and her committee on behalf of all of us, the entire college community and future generations who will behold this piece of art. I'm looking at it because I didn't peek. This thing has been bundled up here for weeks, and I will confess to you that last night we had a sneak preview at the President's dinner, but I was working pretty hard and I didn't get a chance to study it as much as I wanted, so I'm doing that right now. I once heard a wonderful talk in which the professor asked the audience where a work of art exists, which seemed a puzzling question. Most people thought it existed in the picture or in the statue or on the page. But he was able to persuade a lot of us that it's not quite so simple. The art perhaps exists in our individual and common beholding of it. It may say different things to different people. So I'm looking at it right now, and I'm going to tell you what it says to me. First of all, if you stand where Jessica is, there's a different perspective on it, and it looks like, to me, like a monastic, like a cowl. So I see Benedictine heritage from the side. More straight on, the figure looks a little more secular, not in a bad sense, but sort of independent, powerful, thoughtful individual, but from the side, and a monastic, or that monastic. I see science and humanities. I see body and spirit. I see intellectual and moral preparation. And I see service to and transformation of the world. I think it's full of symbolism, and I would be delighted to hear what others see in this magnificent piece of art. So, Sarah, I think you nailed it pretty well. I hope we paid you well and you're getting good accolades. And you're forever now part of the extended family. So thank you for your work.
And now I would like to invite Sister Lois Eckes, our prioress, to bless the sculpture.
O God, divine lover of all creation, we praise you and thank you for your infinite goodness and love. We thank you for the immeasurable blessings you have bestowed upon the College of St. Scholastica throughout its 100-year history. The story of its founding and its growth is a magnificent proclamation that your glory is indeed the human person fully alive, fully engaged in the work of creating a world where you are the center and where justice, peace, and the full flowering of each person is realized. You sowed the seed of a glorious vision in the heart of Mother Scholastica and the founding mothers of our college. You breathed into them your spirit of holy wisdom, shaping them into women of unshakable faith, indomitable courage, and unquenchable love. Imbued with your grace and guided by holy wisdom, that vision seed has grown into a splendid academic community where love of learning is nurtured by our precious Catholic Benedictine heritage. Today, we are gathered in this sacred space known as the Benedictine Commons, dedicated to the legacy of the Benedictine sisters who both founded the College of St. Scholastica and nurtured its growth through 100 years of selfless service and sacrifice, some as teachers and mentors in the sciences, some as outstanding pioneers in their field of expertise, all dedicated to the sacred work of inspiring students to seek the truth, to grow in faith and your love, and become leaders and shapers of a world where holy wisdom would light the way. Gracing this revered common space is the sculpture created by artisan Sarah Balbin, who listened deeply and intently with the ear of her heart to all she learned about the College of St. Scholastica, and then with the prayerful discernment of the Centennial Steering Committee, she let holy wisdom guide her to giving birth to this glorious work of art. We now ask your blessing upon this sacred sculpture entitled Wisdom Heralding Peace. May it inspire us to seek you in all our learning and to be a community of teachers and learners who stand firm on the solid rock of the rich Catholic Benedictine tradition that has shaped our college. May the conical shape of the sculpture remind us that holy wisdom gathers us daily around the table of life, where all are welcome to seek the truth and partake together in the communion of your love. May the dove speak to us of your divine Spirit, who anoints us for the work of the gospel and empowers us to be women and men of peace, who carry your healing and reconciling grace into every circle of life to which we belong and in which we serve. May the atom held in her left hand evoke within us a profound and renewed reverence for all of life, and remind us that learning through science is meant to lead us deeper into the awesome mystery of your divine presence unfolding in the universe. May the waves, textured throughout the surface of this holy work, send ripples of gratitude flowing within us for the gift of life in Christ through baptism, and remind us as well of our beloved Lake Superior, who images the largesse of your divine goodness and wisdom inundating our lives, calling us to live in harmony with all your beloved creation. May the light radiating from within and around this sacred sculpture speak to us of the eternal light of your wisdom, which passes into holy souls in every generation and makes them friends of God and prophets. May its brilliance and durability reflect the enduring spiritual strength and commitment of all who have helped to build and grow the College of St. Scholastica from its beginning and now into its promising future. May wisdom, heralding peace, proclaim the truth that the College of St. Scholastica is a Benedictine community of believers animated by one heritage, one mission, and one vision of the transformative power of education. May your divine wisdom, O God, always be the light for our path as we continue to fall in love with learning and the great truths which form our hearts, cultivate our moral imagination, and inspire us to be creative, courageous, and committed heralds of your peace and your ever infinite love for our world. Amen.
Thank you, Sister Lois. So that concludes our program. At the table towards the rear of the room, we have bookmarks available for everyone to take home, showing the artist and the sculpture. And then also we've created a paper model that you can cut out and make a little model of the sculpture with a little piece of rock that you can glue it on and take one home, put it on your mantle, and be reminded of this special occasion. So thank you again for coming, and thank you again to Sarah.